right, welcome back to the secret location. If you guys are been to our channel or subscribed to our channel, you've never even seen this place before. I love Old Glory flying in the background there. If you guys want to know what's going on with this location, you got to ask me, hey Doug, what's going on with that location? And then I'll tell you guys more about it. But if you're new around here, my wife and I, we live off-grid in a log cabin that we built ourselves. We grow 90% of our own food, and we heat with firewood. We've been doing that for 13 years, right? Heating with firewood, 13 years. We use a wood cook stove. We'll have lots of videos on that coming up this winter time, and so that way we can help you guys, you know, manage that if you're gonna get something like that. I would definitely, if I was you, if you're on the other side watching the video, and you don't have any backup heat, I would have some backup heat at my house, right? And that would be like a wood cook stove or some kind of a firewood appliance, right? And then if you think a little deeper and you start thinking about, man, I know I saw some articles about trying to ban firewood because, you know, that's just not good for the environment. Man, can you guys start connecting the dots, right? They throw those out way back there because they're trying to get everybody on the grid, on the power, on the smart meters, on the systems that they're going to be putting in place for bondage. And they know that people that live with outside of that system rely on wood heat, okay? So if you're watching this video and you don't even have wood heat, you don't even care, like you could care less, and you see your city or somebody try to pass ordinances that ban wood cook stoves or wood fire or any kind of stuff like that, please stand up for your neighbors, right? This is the lowest cost alternative to heating your house, right? So don't let them mess that up, please. Okay, because a lot of people won't be able to afford those electric bills, $200, $300, $400, $500 a month. Okay, I know we've enjoyed not having them. This news today is out of Hinsburg, Vermont, right? So be ready, because this winter your electricity bills are going to choke you out, right? Because that's the whole plan. We got to tax you and charge you and choke you out of fossil fuels and burning wood, so that you're all on the same program, right? Which all comes from the nuclear plant or the coal-fired plant. In our case, we're in the Midwest. There's a couple of nuclear plants too, but nonetheless, this is the cheapest, least expensive way for anybody to heat their home. Hinsburg, Vermont. For those thinking about firewood as a home heating alternative to fossil fuels this winter, be ready for sticker shock. The demand for wood is high according to some dealers, and so is the cost to get it in your hands. Now, the demand is high because a lot of people are trying to get in front of, right? Because here we are in September, they're trying to get in front of what's going to be happening this winter, because they're smart people, they're forward thinking. That's why I'm dropping this on you now, so you can think about how you're going to manage it. So they're trying to get off of those high electricity bills with the electric heat, and they're installing some type of wood stove in the basement or some kind of wood furnace outside that pipes the heat into the house. There's lots of different ways, or a wood cook stove, right? So a lot more people are getting wood because they're turning on to these new systems, and that's going to put stress on guys like me, because, you know, we A, have our customers that we have year after year, and B, we can only produce so much wood. You know what I mean? I can only have so much time in the day. I can only fire up this thing and make so much wood. I'd have to have another guy doing another machine and another guy doing another machine. You know, that's the only way I could really up production. But the machine is only going to put out so much that two dudes can operate on, right? We're having a harder time buying long length wood in our suppliers this year, said Lynn Gardner with Clifford Lumber in Hinsburg. When it comes to sales, he says, he's on track for an average sales year around 1,200 cords. But that is costs are up, right? Everything, all costs are up on all goods, right? Gas is more expensive, everything's more expensive. That's why you guys know it's more than 9% inflation, okay? My fuel cost to deliver the wood has gone up, and the wood to be trucked in for him to process has gone up, so people are paying a little bit more for wood. Still the most economic way to heat your home. He anticipates a small jump in the wood price of about 5%, and for, you know, poorer folks that are heating with wood, 5% is a big jump. We haven't raised our price on wood several years now, okay? Keeping it right at the same, because we're trying to provide a really good service for our community, because we understand that a lot of people are going to be leaning on wood, and we understand that a lot of people that heat with wood are lower income, right? After 50 years in the wood industry, he's got it down to a science, knowing exactly how much he needs and what he needs to sell it for to maintain a profit. I'm not looking to sell every stick in our county, he said. So that's the other thing too. I can't sell everybody in this whole place firewood. My price is not going to be the cheapest. His price won't be the cheapest. I probably won't be the most expensive. But what you will get, right, is that good moisture content of 20% or less. And you're going to get what you pay for, like a full cord of wood, a full half cord of wood, you know, a full truckload of wood. So you have to watch out for that. I'll give you guys a couple tips here at the end here on what you should look for if you're buying wood real quick. Other firewood suppliers are figuring out as prices fluctuate, either material costs or fuel costs, but this year is really the perfect storm of everything coming together to really drive the price up, said Sam with Crosscut Firewood out of Danville. He says calls have doubled for firewood in the last week as the season ramps up. Their cords are selling for about $470, up from about $420 in the spring. The other thing, did you notice that? It went up $50 because you guys are waiting. If you get it in the spring, he can get that out of the way, make room for new inventory, so you got a $50 break. Also, his firewood is kiln dried. Ours is just seasoned, so we're not having the extra cost of a kiln dried setup, right? So the bottom line is all your energy prices are gonna go up this wintertime, no matter how you're doing it. Unless you're out there even with your muscles, like I normally do, like I'm doing now, but I normally did that for the homestead, right? I would just come, you know, get a neighbor's tractor, go out to the woods, cut the wood in the summer, bring it back, let it season, have it ready. I would only get down deadfall stuff and cut down dead stuff, and that's what really, you know, helped me out, right? So you guys got to keep an eye on this electricity as we get into, I know you guys are paying the price for the summertime heat, but I think they're going to raise the price up on you a little bit more. I saw some energy companies around the country were talking about raising prices. I know Texas got rate hikes because of the windmills, right? Don't forget the windmills in Texas that froze last year. Remember that? So I just wanted to bring you that little bit of information. I'm going to hip you guys on the woodlot here in a little bit. I'll give you the whole story. I have a great story about it. And then I also kind of cue you in on, you know, we're just trying to provide a good service for our community with good firewood. Stacy and I have lived 13 years off grid. A lot of times we had to buy wood and we had a lot of problems with it. We had problems with wood being too green, right? Not seasoned. We have problems with wet wood. We have problems with not being able to find wood, right? So once you find a guy, then maybe next year he's not really doing wood or whatever. So, oh, and what you want to look for, right? When you would look for your wood, make sure it's seasoned. If you got to buy a moisture meter, go buy one. Usually if you pick up a piece of log and it's real heavy, that means it's not really seasoned that good. Usually good seasoned wood, it's going to be not, you know, not light to the touch, but it's going to be lighter. You'll be able to tell a dead dog piece of wood versus a seasoned piece of wood, right? Try to find somebody in your area that's local that, you know, actually cares about this stuff. Obviously, if you see a guy like me and a machine and all this stuff, I'm taking this stuff serious, so look for a guy like that, right? And always try to get your, like I said, wood early on in the year. That way it sits around at your place and gets a little seasoned, a little more seasoned in the summer heat. And it also, you know, helps you keep the price down, because we raise the price up when everybody wants it. When we're trying to get rid of it in the summer and springtime, right, then we can give you a little discount because we can go shuffle up some more wood for the lot. All right, I'm pretty excited to tell you guys about the wood lot, so leave a comment down below if you want to know about it, and I'll see you guys on the next video.